What is up world, Metavives here. I welcome you back to the channel and I'm so excited to see you guys. This week I didn't go anywhere, didn't really travel. I was actually really busy filming a short film with my friends Nelson and Igmar, and that was a 3-day project which took place from Friday all the way to Sunday. If you follow my Instagram, which is right here, you would have already known that. But do not fret, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the process that I take as a cinematographer when going into production and filming a short film. But before we do that, go ahead and roll that intro and I'll see you guys in about 15 seconds. See you soon.
So it's gone.
Alright, so let's jump into this. Step number 1 is reading the script. Now when I first read a script, I love to take my time. I love to try to visualize everything that I'm reading. I love to go to the director and the writer to see what their vision is for this story. So that's usually step number 1. So moving on to step number 2. For me, it's location scouting. I love to know where we're shooting, when we're shooting, are we indoors, are we outdoors, and everything in between. Once we have established where we're filming, I love to go to that place and just see how it looks. Another reason why I love location scouting is to go over the blocking with the director. Now if you're unfamiliar with blocking basically just means where the characters in that particular scene are going to be moving. Are they going to be sitting in a chair? Are they going to be standing up? And all those things really come into play because I feel like I can't really move forward with the story or with filming until I have an idea of what the blocking looks like at that particular location. And while I'm on that location scout, I love to take photos of that place, take video of that place as well, so that I can go back home and just map out that entire scene. So it's very important, as I've talked about in previous videos, to take photos and videos of the location that you're going to be filming at. Alright, so I did my location scout, figured out all the ins and outs of that location, time to take all that information and now replicate it in 3D. Now this program I use is Cinema 4D, but the plugin that I use is Cinematographer. Cinematographer allows me to bring in cameras and lights and also film equipment to help build that scene so that when it becomes time to film, I already know where the lights are going and I know all the equipment we'll need. Really cool program. I don't do anything, well, I try not to do anything without using Cinematographer. Alright, so what was cool about this location where we filmed is we were in a basement. It's a really huge basement, it's wide open, it was really creepy, and while on set there was one particular thing that I did that I thought was actually pretty cool. We put water on the floor so that in the wide shots you can see this kind of gloss on the floor, and what it really did was just help the lights that were in the background really far back there kind of just shine, and you could see the reflections of them on the floor, which I actually think that adding water to the floor gave it a little bit more depth and made the picture look a little bit more three-dimensional. So I thought it was cool. Everybody on set thought it was cool, even though we had to mop the floor in between takes constantly to keep that floor wet. But I think it paid off, and it is a cool trick that you can do if you're in an environment where you can put water on the floor. Always put water on the floor. Reflections just make the image look a lot more cinematic, and it just looks really cool. So another cool thing about adding water to the floor, it gave me the idea to add a bottom highlight when I was coming up for close-ups with my talent. Now if you know me as a cinematographer, I love to have highlights, whether they be high or whether they be low. This was a great opportunity because the script actually called for a bottom highlight, so I used that to my advantage, and the fact that the floor was reflective, you could see it in the wide shot, it made those close-ups feel like that bottom highlight was coming from the floor. Now obviously it wasn't because the angles were a little off. I had to cheat it, and I think it came out pretty cool. Alright, so my second to last step when prepping for a shoot is just making sure all my camera and my equipment and all my gear is ready, is functional, is clean, and is ready to go. So now with all of the steps 1 through 4 completed, I can go into step number 5, which is actually our filming days, and execute the game plan. So it's as simple as that. That is my process of how I get ready to go into a short film. Let me know if you guys have any other different processes or any different steps that you take when going into a project. I'd love to adapt some of yours, or maybe you can adapt some of mine. So that's the end of this week's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys understand the process that I, as a cinematographer, go into each and every project that I'm a part of. But before I go, I want to leave you guys with a little sneak peek of what I was filming over the weekend. Also, if you guys like this week's vlog, go ahead and do a super jump on the like button down below. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and get subscribed to the channel. We got so many more adventures, so many more vlogs to come, many more cinematography videos that I want to film, and also so many more conversations about cinematography that I want to start. I'm AWESOME Cinematographer, and I'll see you guys on next week's vlog. Peace.